Yo, what up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel, Discin Deals Coverage. My name's Lucas. Today, we're in Wichita, Kansas. We're at Oak Park for the second round of the 2023 Keeper of the Chains, and we're following around this guy. Let's follow his tourney journey. Local to the Wichita disc golf scene, or maybe those of you just in Kansas in general, you probably know the name Nate Allton. We're going to talk with Nate right now and learn a little bit about Nate.
How's it going, y'all?
So Nate, it's the day of the tournament. What'd you have for breakfast?
Actually, 2 cans of Celsius. That was it. Fasted this morning and just drank 2 cans of Celsius and a glass of water. That was about it.
So you're feeling
pretty good.
Feeling the vibes.
Yep.
All right, I love that.
Fast till about lunch and then feast then.
Obviously, I've never fasted. So tell me this, how long have you been playing disc golf? What got you into it?
I think roughly 10 years now. A buddy of mine had Hodgkin's lymphoma at the time, and he wanted to stay active, and he asked me to get out there and go play and go throw with him, and he handed me a champion ape, and the rest is history, man. I flicked that, and he was kind of amazed and told me that was pretty good, and it felt good, but I didn't know how good a good throw was at the time, so ever since then, and since that day, I haven't stopped. So about 10 years ago.
An ape, huh?
Yeah.
The champ ape. So you have probably one of the nastiest forehands I've ever seen. Maybe the best in the state. It sounds like you have that ape. Is that something you've always had, that forehand, or is it something you've really worked to master?
Yeah, that was the first thing. That's how I held the Frisbee that day. I didn't really know backhand or anything. I know you could play catch with the Frisbee and whatnot, but I didn't know there was a form to where you could throw a backhand and whatnot, and everything just felt super comfortable forehand. So
because of your forehand prowess, I want you to think back to when you started, so back to when you had that ape. If you had an amateur disc golfer come up to you and say, hey, give me one thing to focus on, what do you wish you would have maybe known earlier in your career? What would you tell someone, hey, focus just on this to get a good forehand going?
It starts with short distances, playing catch too with it, from about 100 feet, 200 feet is where you should work from. If you're just learning and you don't really know how to get off the tee with the forehand, dial in the lines with upshots and about 150, 200 feet. If you can dial that in, then advance. Don't try to push it too far early. You know, injury comes quick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, with improper form, yeah, you can really hurt your elbow, maybe even your shoulder. Okay, that's a good tip. So I heard you're a plant guy. Not like any illegal plants or anything. I'm talking about house plants.
Yeah.
How many house plants do you have, and do you have names for each one of them?
I have roughly, I usually keep around 200. Sell, I don't know, 10 to 20 every few weeks. All my starts start to grow and whatnot. So I usually make a little bit of money selling house plants on the side, and then a few have a name. I'd say about 30 of them that I really am close to.
Okay.
The mother plants do have names, so yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's so cool. What's the game plan for today, like to get into a tournament mindset? I know you're a big meditation guy. Is there anything else that you do before a tournament to like really get you in the right mind space?
Music in general is a good one. Get me going, get my movement going, get that athletic movement flowing, get that focus. Meditation obviously in the morning and stretching if I can get up early enough to get it going.
Yeah,
but showed up a little late here, but I'll get in a throw or two, a putt. I try not to putt too much before tournaments. I kind of just mentally visualize it and go from there. So
I dig it. So when you say music, do I get to know? Can you give me a little peek into the music genre of Nate Allton?
So a lot of reggae music. I love reggae and Revolution, Bob Marley. Get me flowing early in the morning. Nothing too heavy.
Okay, yeah, just some easy listening. I love that. That. So before we jump into the action, any shout outs you'd like to give?
My family. My family back home, and then really I don't have any sponsors right now, so I've thrown an open bag, no clothing sponsors or anything, so I've just been freely just wanting to thank my family, and that's really about it right now. So
all right, dude, well, good luck today. Have fun out there. Keep the vibe high.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate you.
Let's jump into the action now. Hello and welcome into round two coverage of the Keeper of the Chains 2023. We're at Oak Park. You got the one-time world champ Chris Smith right beside me. I'm Lucas Deal. This is one-time Deal commentary. Smitty, how we doing today, homie?
Doing great, man. Excited to watch Nate attack classic Oak Park. One of the most classic holes in town by far, known for lots of low left to right shots. Nate should shred this thing with his flick.
Yeah, and as we talked about in the introduction, Nate has one of the nastiest flicks in Kansas. Right now, he's off the leaderboard. He's somewhere around 3 or 2 under. He's looking to make a move here. This is one of his home courses. He doesn't live in Wichita anymore, but when he lived here, this was his course. Want to give a huge shout out to the drone footage was done by My Name is Jeff. Jeff West killed this thing. Please follow him on all social media platforms. YouTube, TikTok, all of it. Because look at this drone stuff. It's going to be crazy. Let's jump right into hole 6, Smitty.
Man, this is a classic 2-shot hole. One of my favorites in town. Try to get clean off the tee. Get yourself set up for an easy upshot. You're probably going to be looking at 250 into the green from just about anywhere you can land. So, yeah, this hole's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that you definitely want to get. I think it doesn't play too difficult.
4th easiest.
Yeah.
As a par 4. Only 548 feet, but man, lots of trouble. So, yep. Nate has been throwing that light bulb Scorpius for a long dang time. And I think this is an old Ben Moss Scorpius he's had just as long.
And this is just sick. The way it bends around those trees.
Yep, that's perfect.
He got caught up in that tree,
he did,
but still, wonderful shot there to start
out. This is a little bit out of Nate's comfort zone, I think. Going backhand, he's probably, I would say, he's under 300 feet in, so he should be able to get up and down, I think. But he would much rather be throwing a sidearm.
Yeah, I think his backhand approach from this distance is gator, and that's got to skip.
Oh, and it is hot ground.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's great. That is great.
Couldn't ask for anything else to start the round. And he got it.
Yeah, one thing about these Mach X baskets, man, you better drive it in there with a little bit of authority or these things will reject you instantly.
Yep, and here we go. Hole number 7, Smitty.
Oh, man. Length and tee pad to this hole has been needed for many years. Awesome flex flick is what Nate's going to throw. Pretty easy to get to the mouth of the opening, but really difficult to get through the mouth of the opening. Once you get down here, you're just looking for an upshot. I mean, if this hole is another 100 foot longer, it would be up there with best holes in the state, maybe.
Yeah, it's still a great hole. I think this was the hardest on the course.
Yep. Relative to par. They had it listed as a par 3. Oh, that's overcooked.
Just a little bit. Not in any trouble, but not what Nate wanted, considering this is right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, and once you get up here, man, you can see Nate doesn't know if he's going to go backhand, flick. He's looking at flick roller. It's tough.
He's going backhand. A little
And
early.
should get a little Anheuser skip. He's got a putt there. He doesn't like it. Maybe it's longer than I think. That's not terrible. Oh,
Just tickled it. And really, Nate's game is really predicated on him making putts. That's probably every disc golfer, but he can sometimes be a little shaky on the green. I think if you're going to give any knock to Nate at all, it's that. But he tickled some chains here, and let's jump right into hole number 8.
this plays is the second hardest hole, 400 feet, mainly because it's a par 3. It's a classic tweener hole. Nobody's going to be parking it. That's obviously not the basket we're going to. The basket's going to be over to the right. So you're going to want to, once again, flick through this gap that the drone is flying, give you an easy upshot. You'll see the hole's going to be about, 100 feet longer than what we're looking at.
And so apologies, I sent Jeff out to do this drone footage, which he did out of the kindness of his own heart, but some of the baskets were already moved.
You can see Nate's, if he misses that sign, that is right over the basket that we just saw. And Nate's going to have 100 feet into the green. Should be the easiest upshot ever. Yeah, I mean, that's not difficult. He's going to flick around that tree, huh?
Go to your comfort
Sloping
zone.
ground, yeah. I guess you do what you're good at. So, I mean, if you get off the tee and get into an open spot, this is an easy 3, but very few 2s, if any 2s. So,
Yeah.
Classic tweener. Hole 9 comes in as the second easiest hole on the course. Little shocking to me because in the par 4 location, which is way beyond what we're looking at here, I do believe.
Yeah, way back.
Way back here. Yeah, this hole's got a lot of trouble.
I was very shocked too. I guess people are just figuring this hole out. And I will say, the backhand, if you can do the forehand here like Nate does, that's the play every time. Look at that.
Yeah, I like to be out there left as well. I'd like to even be out farther left than what Nate is. Oh yeah, get a skip like that though. That's gonna be an easy hyzer.
Yeah, and this
Looking
is
flick again.
another in-betweener where he doesn't love the hyzer here. I think there might be a little tree in his way, but he's going to do it.
That should do. Man, he made that look pretty easy.
He still doesn't like it. I think it trickled past the basket a little bit more than he wanted.
Yeah, I'm never gonna complain about that putt on a par 4.
Yeah.
No issues.
Yep. Got the bird moving into 2 under.
Wow, hole 10 coming in as the 7th easiest hole. Once again, surprising me. Long off the tee to a very narrowing green that slopes ever so slightly towards the street. If you don't get a clean drive off of this one, you are lucky to get a 4.
Yeah. Agree that it's surprised. This is in the wrong spot too. I think it's playing in the deeper position.
Oh yeah, it's much farther than that. It's clear back by these 2 trees in the background there. So yeah, wow. 7th easiest hole, so right in the middle. You see Nate really relies on that light bulb Scorpius. He throws that thing. And you used to have an old crusty green one. I'm surprised we haven't seen that thing come out lately. You should be able to get up and down from there. Got good distance off the tee. Probably going to throw a little flick around the left side of this tree. Come skipping into the green is his plan.
And you can't see because we didn't see it in the drone footage, but there is a sidewalk up at the top of that hill.
Oh, too low.
Oh.
Got away with one.
Good bounce.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Well,
And
he's too deep.
And he's outside. From the knee. Oh, it rings
Big
it out.
save. Wow, that's the way to take advantage of a good break because he was looking at the same putt for a 4 from short of the pin.
Yeah, let's look at that one again. I like the pace on that one.
Yep.
He judged it perfectly.
That's a great putt. That's a great putt.
All right, and then hole 11.
Hole 11, right in the middle, 9th easiest. I'm excited to see how Nate plays it. It's 2 options: down the gut, little tunnel shot, which the drone may take.
He's going out over the water, which this is what I told Nate to do for fun. He said no chance.
He didn't do it.
No.
Oh, I was assuming he would. I mean, I've seen lots of lefties and flickers just put it right out over there. The problem is if you don't ever get back safe, you're basically re-teamed.
Yeah, so he's going backhand.
Yeah. Big hyzer or down the pipe?
Big hyzer.
Problem with this thing is if it hits with too much angle, it doesn't skip. And if it hits with what I feel like is the right angle, it skips clear to the creek or the river. Yeah.
This is Death Putt City.
You better be confident you're going to putt. Taking a knee here?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think...
Was there a headwind?
No, I think he does this sometimes just to really manage his pace. He feels more comfortable there.
He just missed that one by the amount. He was shorter than he would have been standing up. Hole 12. Another one that plays on the relatively easy side. Are we going short pad on this one?
I can't remember. I
Guess
think
we'll
it was
find
short
out.
pad. I think it was short pad.
Well,
I think this is the actual hole.
Yeah,
they're
if
playing.
it's short pad, that makes sense. Just throw a mid-range or a soft fairway driver down the right side, flip it up to flat.
Yeah,
And
this is
oh, Nate's going flick. He's going left of everything, huh?
yeah. And
Well, he tried to go left of everything.
that squirrel was razzing him. Seriously, it was. It came out, was going ah.
Should be able to get up and down relatively easy.
Yeah. Little pitch up.
In for par. Now, that's one that you do want to get, I feel like. But as a primarily flicker, it plays a lot harder than if you can throw a backhand shot. Advantage Nate on this hole, I think. This isn't where the basket is. The basket, you can see the long pin back behind. I would assume Nate's going to go one of those flippy scorps down the pipe on a flick and hope to skip into the side of the hill.
Is this the crusty green you're talking about?
I don't think so.
No, it's a different.
That crusty green's not coming out near the water. I can promise you that. Nope, too tight. He better hit a tree.
He was calling for it and got it.
Super lucky. If that doesn't hit a tree, even Nate knows to dodge another bullet there. If that doesn't hit that tree, that's over the sidewalk. Same spot. Should be relatively easy up and down for a 3. Smart to put a little Anheuser angle on it, land it soft. That's good. So, yeah, Nate's stolen 2 strokes from the course here on lucky breaks that could have easily been OB and capitalized well on both of them.
And you know what? We're already into hole 14. This is the last hole on the front 9.
This is a long one. Once again, completely dependent on the tee shot. If you can get your tee clean, which I'm not sure where Nate's going to be. I like to be out to the left to set up the hyzer approach, and I'm assuming Nate's going to try to get out there too. Yeah, we're another 150 past this down in the corner. So I bet Nate's going to throw some sort of a Anheuser flick off the tee.
Mid pin, the one before
He's thinking
across
roller
the
maybe.
sidewalk. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not by the bridge, but
I don't remember what he was saying there. Probably something pretty stupid. Just joking, Nate. Just joking.
Going with that same old score. Look at that, man. He knows that disc.
That is so sick. It's nice.
Yep, that's a good spot to be. Maybe a little tighter than he'd like to be.
You got that little skip at the end, so it's going to make this. It's going to really bring these low-hanging branches into play.
Oh, flick into this green is scary too. It's fast. You can see it's got a slight slope to the side, to the road.
I wasn't ready for this.
Whoa! No way. No chance, is there? This son of a gun. Wow.
He knows his course, doesn't he?
Yeah, just threw it right into the tree. Can he capitalize? Little high. You got to hit these in the sweet spot.
Yeah, these baskets.
Man, what a shot though.
Yeah, that was sick.
Was that his plan? Did
That
he
was
tell you
his
that?
plan, yep.
Just crashed a tree, huh? Wow.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you come on back. Smitty will be back for the back 9 here. Nate has improved his score. We're going to see if he can continue making moves on the leaderboard. His video should be right here and available to you. If you missed round 1 with Lauren Lewis, that's also available here. And as always, take care. Bye-bye now.